Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghost Gaming with me, Christopher, and we're back with Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition and my first playthrough of the game. Last time, well, we used an abused field because apparently he was a fixed, is that a word? Basically, he had a curse on him. A curse put on him by Trias. Trias, who we now have learned, was also called Trias the Betrayer. Would have liked to know that beforehand, but yeah, whatever. So Fuel basically had to help us. I don't know if that was specifically me or just anyone who walked in, but never mind. We got a lot of good stuff out of him, both items and information. And after we had after we were done with him, we continued onwards and found the Pillar of Skulls, which was a interesting thing, let's just say. And during that encounter, Morte finally opened up. And we now know that Morte indeed has helped us and maybe also helped someone else kill us. I don't really remember exactly how that dialogue went. But yeah, in the end, he has helped us through our various incarnations, and he has been around for a long time. To a point where he is sort of like me. He doesn't really remember anything about before being just a floating skull. Because before being a floating skull like this, he was in the Pillar of Skulls, being one of those faces, like everyone else. So that's roughly where we are. I fled from the Pillar of Skulls back into this area, where there were so many Abishai, but I think I've killed most of them. I mean, I haven't been to exactly every place, but we've killed a lot of them, which is really interesting as well. I don't know where they come from. And just a quick thing, by the way, about Trias, because we know from Fuel that had he died, Trias, he would have been released from his curse. So I actually went back and reloaded an old save, went over to Trias with a sword and killed him. And you can do that. But you also cannot do that, because when you do, you actually lose a important key element to actually moving forward, which we know is what was it that we got? A piece of his chain, I believe. So yeah, the game actually forced me to reload. So while you can actually kill him, and I even got experience points and a level up from doing so, in the end I was actually unable to go forward. I might have missed something in that exchange, but yeah, fun little tidbit right there. Anyway, what are we gonna do today? Because I don't know how to get out of here. Don't think that the map with the Pillar of Skulls actually had any other exit. Can't see any obvious exit here. So what do? I don't know. We're gonna try and find out today. I think I have a few alternatives. The first one, which is what we're gonna start with, is talking to my companions again. It's been a while, and with Morte now having opened up, I think we might be able to open something up. We also learned from the Pillar of Skulls that a possible way forward is for us to basically carve, I don't know if we had to carve this specific word, regret, or something close to regret, to our body. And that might open up something, perhaps, or at least it was the key to the portal, even though we might not know where the portal is. Might get some of my companion, one or two of them, might be interested in doing that. Helping me out.
Please, let's get out of
here.
Okay?
Yeah, we're doing it. Morte, chill out. So that's one thing. The other thing is maybe I can just walk around a little bit in this map. We do know that portals open up here and there when we get close, so it could be a thing to just simply, go to places, see if portals open up. But we might have to do that after the carving, if we get to that point. I don't know if we do. And other than that, I don't really see another choice but to go back to the Pillar of Skulls. We have a new name, which is Bell, who is either, I don't know if it's a king or commander or exactly what it is, but basically a very high up person in Baator, which is... this is also a weird thing, by the way. It says Baator right here, we go to the world map, we are not in Baator, we are in Outlands. And Baator is not Outlands as far as I've understood, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I do see that I have Carcery on the map. I never went to Carcery. It's also a map thing that is probably going to be unlocked here that I also haven't been to. Interesting. Never got to go there from Cursed, as far as I know. So we have a bit of a think about what to do today. But let's start by talking to Morte. Let's see if he opens up more here now. So okay, do we have anything now? Right. Let's see what he says about the Pillar of Skulls. Okay. The Pillar of Skulls, the Pillar of Heads. Tears and Bashes tell it is supposedly made out of the heads of Burks, mostly sages and scholars, who used their knowing of this and knowing of that when they were alive to stretch the truth a little. So much they might have hurt or killed someone by doing it. Well, when I died, I ended up there. Funny, huh? Well, not really. Well, and Morte goes silent for a moment. Well, yeah, you're right. It's not funny at all. You see, I think I knew a lot of things when I was alive. Maybe when I did know something, I didn't always tell the truth about it. I'm thinking that when I bent the truth once or twice, I may have led to someone getting penned in the dead book sooner than they should have. And indeed, probably me. That is something that he sort of alluded to before, yes. And we did sort of understand from the previous information that the Pillar of Skulls is basically comprised of the people who, as Morte now is telling us, might not have been the most straight up people, let's just say. So yeah, it was me, wasn't it? Well, yeah, I can't say how I know it, but I think so. I think you were the one that got me sent there, the last twig in the bundle before the whole load snaps. Thing is, I can't remember what happened. I don't even remember being human or what my life was even before I woke up on the pillar. So, can you tell us why? That's pretty much the way of things when you die, as I'm sure you're no stranger to. You just forget. I figure I wasn't a sterling member of the community, indeed, and this is sort of the same as we had last time. Okay. It's just that I can't help but nothing was being honest all the time. I mean, you were sentenced to a Pillar of Skulls. I mean, wouldn't it have been better to be honest than to go there? Okay, so either sentenced to the hells, that's something a lot worse than telling the truth, or, while it's true, you got to choose your lies carefully. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Again. Might be a little bit annoyed at me here. I guess just all that good and evil and lying and cheating catches up with you. When I got penned in the dead book, it was my turn to pay the ferryman. So indeed, how did you get out? Well, you helped me. Indeed I did. When you showed up at the Pillar of Skulls, I pushed my way to the front, and etc, etc. I cut a deal with you. What kind of a deal? And we get a memory here, I think. As Morte speaks, your vision seems to bleed into a fiery red, and you hear howling, a horrible screaming tower of voices, chittering, screeching, hammering, all of them begging, screaming to be freed, and Morte's voice, faint, almost lost in the horde. He sounds desperate, frightened, and pathetically, tragically lost. Okay. Echo, you, Skull, speak. The howling's voices fall silent, and you watch the tiny red-lined skull, its cracked features cast in a hellish light, turn its eyes up at you. Blood and ichor has streamed across its features, and its teeth chatter as if cold. I can help you, and I know what you seek. All these heads, all their knowing, just please, I beg you, free me. Let me help you. I'll tell you anything, everything. Will you? Swear it, Skull. Swear you will serve me until my end days, or here you will remain, is what I apparently said. I swear, I swear, just please free me. And as Morte sickeningly swallows, his pride almost a tangible thing, I beg you, let me help you, please. And very well, I shall free you. And as my vision slides, as if moving, and the howling, screaming, and cacophony begins again, a nightmarish horde of howls and catcalls and taunts and insults. The feel of your hands sliding into the filthy quagmire of the pillar, the biting of fangs, mandibles in your hands, locking around the tiny skull and ripping, tearing it from the pillar like an old scab. And it is done, apparently. You look down at the bloody skull in your scarred hands. Apparently I was scarred already when this happened. Its eyes covered in ichor from the pillar and its teeth chatter once, twice. It reminds you of a wailing newborn, helpless, and the eyes of the man you once were, pathetic. And I have freed you. Now your life and your death is mine, Morte. There we go. Your vision swirls, the mist of the past drifting away, and Morte is still chattering on. We talked for a while, Chief, you and me, seeing whether the arrangement would work, and I think we both were really impressed with each other, so you invited me off the pillar, and I've kind of been with you ever since. Not really. Not exactly how he's telling it right now, sure. So what happened, according to you? Well, I didn't know I'd lose most of the pillar's knowledge once I was out of it. I mean, how was I to know? I'd never been off the damn thing. But you were pretty understanding about it. So indeed, you said you lost all the knowledge. And again, with a vision. Your vision swirls again, making you dizzy. You feel your gut churn. You hear the cracking, snapping of bone and Morte's howling in pain, screaming for someone to stop killing him. And your hand lashing out again and again, and a damn you, skull! You lied to me. I'll thrust you back in a damnable pillar and leave you to die there. Apparently I was not happy about him not having the knowledge. There's a clatter of bone against what sounds like metal, a floor or a wall, and the skittering of teeth knocked free. You can hear Morte mewling like a beaten dog for you to know that your suffering on the pillar will be nothing to the torment I will make you suffer. Man, my incarnation here didn't really like Morte all that much. And my vision swirls again, Morte's cry ebb, fading into the shattering rhythm. So, you realized I still had my uses, so I took up with you, and I've been with you ever since. Okay, well, could you tell me what I wanted from the pillar? And how long ago was that? And, well, as far as how long, I don't know the exact count, ages I suppose. I've done all I could to help you each time, but it's not easy. And as for what you wanted with the pillar, I don't know. Once you pried me off, I couldn't remember. So basically you immediately forgot probably quite a lot of things. So, again, I can question him why he didn't say anything in the mortuary. And indeed, same as he said before, he doesn't know who I would be. So my inclinations have been stark, raving mad, etc., etc. So, you stayed with me still, though? Well, yeah, I said I would. And Morte always keeps his promises. Well, most of them, haha. There was this one shit on Arborea and you suddenly realize that Morte's tone has changed. Past the joke, you realize he's trying to hide something. Morte. Well, let's pressure him a little bit here. Why are you traveling with me? Well, I said it because I promised, alright. What else could it be? Well, you didn't really need to stick around after I freed you, you know. Well, of course not, but and his voice strikes a chord, apparently, in me. And I apparently now know why he's remained with me. And it's because he feels guilty. Because you led me to death so long ago, isn't it? And you've been suffering ever since. Well, oh, come on, Chief. Me feel guilty? I'm Morte. No. I think that is actually it. When I came to free you from the fate you deserved, you couldn't help but try and help me. When you could have left after I freed you, you remained. Because you felt indebted to me. And he does fall silent. Maybe. You know what's funny? At first, I don't know what the feeling was. It kind of slowly eats at you, you know? I mean, at first I thought it was the side effect of some enchantment that bound me to you, but after a couple of 100 years, I realized it was more than that, something deeper. I just felt drawn, connected to you somehow. Maybe it was all your suffering, Chief, your torment. I don't know, maybe I felt, I don't know, responsible for whatever it is I did. What if something I did brought you to this state? Okay. Thing is, I don't think me, or whoever I was, really ever had to see the consequences of all the lying and cheating I'd done. And when I saw you for the first time when I was trapped on the pillar, somehow I knew that you were the one I'd betrayed once long ago. And that's all I know. So basically, yeah, a bit of a confirmation here, or rather clarification. It wasn't when he was in the pillar that he sort of betrayed me. It was actually before. Okay. Yeah, indeed. Thanks for coming clean. I mean, a little bit. Ooh, strength, dexterity, constitution. Was that me or Morte? Probably me, I guess. No, don't thank me, he says. And he's a bit stronger. And some of the cracks of future in his skull have vanished. Oh, no, that actually wasn't Morte. So Morte is now stronger. Now, the thanks is all to you. I feel like I just had a plain move off of my shoulders, so to speak. Well, about more things. Okay, we don't... I mean, he doesn't know how he died. We've sort of already covered that, it feels like. Special talent, sigil, my tattooed back. I'm actually gonna check that. Yeah, here we go. I think I want to hear all of it this time. Go ahead, refresh my memory. Well, bet I'm going to be hearing that a lot. Let's see. And I feel like you've been drinking a few cakes of sticks wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal, etc. Farad, keep going. Don't lose your journal, or we'll be up to 6 again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you, read your journal, then find Farad, and keep going. What are you talking about, Chief? There isn't any more. And indeed, what about don't trust the scum?
My journal.
Oh, that bit at the end. Well, I figured it was a wash, so I didn't read that line out loud. Well, what do you think it means? And do you think it refers to you? I doubt it. I mean, you can trust me, right? Or are you lying to me right now, Morte? Oh, come on. What's your problem, Chief? I haven't steered you wrong yet. Well, yet being the word of choice here, yes. I don't like the fact that you didn't read me that line, and I'd like to know what else you've neglected to mention since we've been traveling together. Well, nothing. I told you everything. Well, almost everything, but nothing, dangerous. Well, there might be something you're not telling me that could actually prove to be useful, so come on. Well, there's nothing else, I wouldn't hold out on you. Okay, maybe that would have opened up stuff that we've already now talked about, possibly. And now I've opened up this, and I would assume that this is just gonna be the same thing. Yes, indeed. It's just that I've now opened up the possibility to ask about that. Okay. So, let's go for the advice now. Well, here's how I see things. You got me. It's all your show. God damn it, Morte. Okay. Well, we got a little bit more out of Morte. Nice. So let's just checking. Let's talk with Anna, see if she has anything new. Okay. Thieving skills and a mace. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about this. Ravel said you were tormented. Well, she meant nothing she did. Barmy Hag talk it was. Are you sure? It was nothing. If you don't know what she was saying, I don't either. Well, if you want to talk. I don't know why I'm traveling with you. I don't know why I went with you to find Ravel. And it makes no sense it does, and I don't like it. I think I have feelings for you. It feels strange it does. I don't think I've ever liked anyone, but you, I don't know what it is about you. I mean, you're daft a lot of times. You walk like your hips are broken. You're clumsy. You smell like a zombie, but I like you. Okay. Here we go. She's been a bit cold to me lately, it feels like. So yeah. Why didn't you say something? We just settled this a long time ago. It's because I think you're doomed. Well, I mean, fair enough. I probably am. I think you walk with chains, but you don't know it yet. So I feel for you, but I'm afraid for you. And that's killing me, it is. I can't let you come to harm, and I don't know what to do to stop it. And let me just flat out kiss her. I can literally not do anything else. Just kiss her. You grab the back of her neck with your free hand, and why don't I have two free hands? Well, maybe I'm carrying my knife, I guess. And you watch Anna's features go stone as you pull her to you and kiss her on the lips. At first, it's like kissing a wall. Then she starts slowly kissing you back, hesitant at first, then with more confidence, her teeth lightly biting your upper lip. Is this the same as I did before? I don't know. You hear a snarl in the back of her throat, and the tail starts snaking around your leg, then squeezing. Each squeeze matching one of her bites. And Morte, would you two cut it out before I have to get a Dabus over here to separate two of you? Yeah, there's no Dabuses here. Morte, chill out. As you kiss, you suddenly notice that Anna's skin is becoming warm. It's radiating heat like hot coals. You pull back, Anna's teeth are giving one last bite, and she looks at you in confusion and then anger. What is it then? I'm not good at it, am I? No, she's skin. What's up with the being warm? I? Well, fiend blood is, well, never had that happen before, though. Okay, she never kissed someone then. No one ever dared to. And even if they did, I doubt it would have been like that, and I'll take that as a compliment. Are we gonna keep moving on or what? We don't have time to be standing and chatting. We don't. Well, I'm not done kissing you yet. Let's kiss more. And no, she doesn't want it. Nah, who knows what would have happened next? Maybe my bottle turned to flame. It will. You and your lips keep your distance. Right, this time. Okay, I don't think we really got more out of her.
Sure will.
Okay, Dakon. Maybe there are things that you know. Let's talk about Ravel as well with you. The hag, she knows nothing. And the blade ripples, and the edges become green dulled. It's not my will to speak of this. Well, I want to hear you speak of it, in fact. And Revel said a number of things in the conversation which interests me. Know that your will is my will when you speak. Know I must hear you. Know that your words may stay my blade or guide it to the throat of another. Why? Well, Daka seems to look through you. Your path is my path. I am chained to you. I mean, obviously not a literal chain, but how did this happen? The word slave, his face collapses in pain. Okay, it is as if the word was a dagger stabbing at the core of his suffering. Yeah, but why? Why are you my slave? It's not like I've told you to be my slave. No, it is a long tale, and no, that nothing is gained in the telling, but I would like to hear it.
My journal.
So, the people do not allow themselves to be enslaved to another in deed or chains. If we find ourselves in such a cage, we act to free ourselves, even if it means we must endure another cage for a time. You performed a great service for me. In so doing, you enslaved me. I acted to free myself, and know that I surrender my word and myself to act in your name until your death. Might be a problem, because right now I can't die. That was not known to this one. I surrender my word to him. I surrender myself. Know that there is nothing left that I may surrender except my life. Know now that I follow you only so I might die. Okay, lots of choices here as well. And what was his service? Could probably ask that. And I can release you, and I can consider his debt paid. And so the other me. Oh right, are you not talking about me? Are you talking about past me? So this other me exacted a promise from you to serve him until he died, and you didn't know he was immortal. And I can't actually just accept that right out of the bat. Which, okay, I've learned a couple of things which I haven't seen any actual results from, which is that my alignment has been true neutral for this entire playthrough, and the way to change this is actually based around how you act in conversations. And I kind of would like to go to sort of a more chaotic alignment, but I realize that this might be one of those situations. This might also move me a little bit towards evil, I guess. But don't necessarily want to do that. Let's at least ask about what service we're talking about. Well, you saved this one's life. In exchange, your life became mine. And how did they do that? Upon the rolling plane of limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Yeah, we sort of talked about this before. And a divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stone. Many divided minds may destroy a city. Long have I known the words of Serthemon. Through my voice, many have come to know the words of Serthemon. The Serth protect the community from all threats, whether the body or the mind. There are the guiding stones in the chaos, so it come to pass that I spoke the words of Serthemon without knowing the words of Serthemon. It came to pass that I no longer knew myself. And this I've sort of heard before. Okay. You didn't doubt the words, I knew the words. Yet it came into my heart that perhaps others did not know the words of Sarthamon, or the words as Sarthamon knew them. And so division formed. As my mind became as two, as my mind became divided, those that looked to me as a guiding stone became divided. Many scores of Gitzerai, many hundred scores of Gitzerai doubted, and the Shraklor died that day. I think we've already heard this story. I think. Yeah. This is a long time ago. You were broken. And when death finally came to me, it wore your skin and it had your voice. You asked that I hear you. Okay, yeah, now we're getting somewhere. And as it says the words, my vision bleeds outwards and a crawling sensation begins to worm its way through the back of your skull. I'm nauseous, but and also my vision is chaos, smeared and twisted, and someplace else, someplace in the past. I wonder why you would ever shake off the memory when you get to these things. Don't do that. Everything around you is in turmoil. Your vision is hazy, swirling, dizzying all at once. There is mist, pockets of fire, islands of mud, stone and ice-covered rocks swimming through the plain like fish, impacting and dissolving, droplets of water arcing through the howling air and lashing your skin like teeth. You choke back your nausea and steady yourself. This is the plane of limbo. All is chaos, nothing is stable. You focus on the dying man that lies before you. It is why you have come to this place. So, examine this earth. The man is a Gitzerai, his body embedded in an earthen pocket that swirls around him. Unconsciously, he has formed a grave from the elements, and though bits of fire and water lick at the face, he does not respond. His hands are ashen, his coal black eyes focusing on nothing. His emaciated frame speaks of starvation, but you know it is the least of his wounds. It is faith that dealt him the mortal blow. Okay, look for the blade. And in his limp left hand is a twisted mass of metal, its surface having melted around his hand like a gauntlet. And as you watch, it steams and hisses like a deceased snake. The Gitzerai does not seem to be aware of it, but it is that weapon that has brought you here. So Dagon, Cirth of Shraklor Drowning, last wielder of the Karach blade, know that I've come to you with the words of Sarthamon, carved not in chaos but in stone, carved by the will in an unbroken circle. At the word Sarthamon, Dagon's eyes roll in their sockets, and they attempt to focus upon you. With effort, he cracks his mouth to speak, but only a dry hiss emerges. You bring forth a stone from your pack and hold it before him so he can see. Alright, and know that the words of Sarthamon inscribed upon this stone are true, and know that your divided mind need be divided no longer. All you must do is take the stone and you shall know yourself again. So I definitely understand Gitzerai, it would seem. So Dagon's eye flicker over the unbroken circle of Sarthamon, and for a moment you think it might be close to death to recognize it. Then the right hand twitches and he pulls it slowly from his earthen prison. The clumps of earth streaming off it become water in the limbo's chaotic winds. His skeletal hands clutch the stone. Like a drowning man, his eyes flash. And know that I saved your life, Dagon, Cirth of Shraklor. And Dagon's eyes turn from the stone and flicker over you, and he hisses again, too dry for a moment to muster the words. He blinks slowly, then speaks, his voice barely above a whisper, but his words are what you wanted to hear. My life is yours until yours is no more. So basically did I sort of trick him in a way? Did I know that he would do that? Possibly. And he's silent. I heard your words. The chaos in my mind became still. I knew myself again. So yeah, you did get the circle from me then.
My journal.
And yes, in knowing his words, I knew myself. But did it save your life, actually? Or did it divide you further once you studied the circle? That is interesting, because that is sort of what we learned before, I think. And he's silent for a moment, but the blade writhes as if in pain. It divided me. Then indeed, if that is the case, it didn't actually save your life, did it? And possibly I only added to his pain. And those words of Sarthamon's, they only seem to divide you more. I see it when you pore over the teachings. And he's just silent now. I say that I never saved you, Dakan. I only raised you from near death, so that you might die again. If you died as MacLeod, then you would have known peace. Your words carry the weight of truth. The death I would have died as MacLeod, that would have been the last death. Every day I have lived since is a new death. And indeed, I can now actually release him, and I will, because I like Dakan. I never saved your life, I only killed you twice. You owe me nothing. And no, he goes. It is not your word that carries the weight. Your word will not free me. The word that chains me is mine. The torment is mine. I know in my heart that the chains remain. Words will not free them. So how could you be freed? You must die a final death. Yet your path is not death's path. There is no resolution to this matter. And indeed, I will vow to help you.
Updated my journal.
And his voice now becomes ragged. No, you have added other words to my words. No, you have chained us both. Well, that's possibly bad or good. I don't know. Okay, so now we've opened again up some more stuff. Can ask about the other me. And what do you want to tell me? Well, know that he was different. Know that the difference were not marked on the skin, nor in the way of the weapon, nor in the attire that cloaked him. Know that he was different in the way of thought and the means he acted upon his thoughts. His will became substance. Know that he saw others and did not see them. He knew only how they could serve him. His heart was treacherous, and it was cold, and never did his coldness burn him. So, yeah, sort of what I was thinking. Maybe I, or past me, actually wanted him bound to me. So, did he actually ever betray you? It is not my will, you know of this. Well, I will ask, did he betray you? No, there were many treacheries. Any treachery upon me was by my hand, no other. But tell me now, I surrendered my word to him, I surrendered myself. So what are you talking about? And now we are at the same point as before. And we did ask this before. I probably can't do it just by this, but let's try. And no, indeed. And I'll do the same vowing again. So I don't think we got anything more out of that. I think I'm done here. So let's finish up with Grace here. We don't need to talk about Tenardi. Can we open up about what Ravel said? Not really. Okay. She doesn't even want to tell me anything. What do you tell me about people now? Okay. I think that this is basically... Here we go. I discovered why that was. The Baatorian smell. It turns out I pried him off the Pillar of Skulls in Baator a long time ago. That would explain his reservoir of knowledge. However, one can only end up on the pillar under certain circumstances. And what would that be? The Pillar of Skulls is a pillar of living heads, composed of those whose lies sent others to their deaths. So it was actually very specific here, that people who somehow got other people killed when they were lying about something. It can answer a number of questions as it knows a great deal, but expects a great deal of payment for its services. So indeed, Morte must have told a lie that resulted in someone getting killed. That is correct. Okay. What about Anna? Anything new here? She's strongly capable. I must wish I had met her long ago and asked her to come to the brothel. What do you think of her? Well, again, I'll go with I think I could fall in love. You might wish to tell her so. Well, I seem to have this wreckage wherever I go, with Deonara especially, and the lives of others I've touched, not to mention Ravel. Why she was so attracted to me I can't even imagine, but I'd use her as well. Maybe I should have just been careful with my feelings. And in order to do that, say this: love may move the planes themselves when it is strong and true, and there is nothing truer in all of my experiences than the truth about how one feels about another. Before you seek to guard others from your feelings, know this: love is powerful, so powerful that if it found its way into Ravel's twisted black heart, and its touch caused her to value another more than herself. That would be me, I guess. But do you not know the strength required to change a heart such as Ravel's? For all the pain it may have caused, I think there is something to be said for the good it was created. Well, let's ask about Dakan as well. Yes, was coming for a Gitzerai, sure. Indeed. Well, he obeys you, and now I know more about this. So he made a promise to me long ago to serve me until I died. It was after I saved his life, and he did not know it, that I was immortal. Truly. As a Gitzerai, he must be suffering indeed. How did you save his life? And after he fell from Shrek Lore, one of my previous incarnations came to him as he lay dying in limbo, and gave him the unbroken seal of Serthimon, that religious text he has. So how do you know why, or rather, do you know why the incarnation saved his life? And indeed, because of the Karak blade. Curious, she goes. You know, a blade that reflects the will of the wielder is a potent weapon if the wielder knows himself. And that might be why I saved him, possibly. Well, Dakan approaches everything in an orderly fashion. Again, most curious for a Gitzerai. They tend to be unpredictable. Anything else? Who's his most pious and steadfast ally? Sure. So, what about you then? Me? Really? Well, okay. If there's anything you are curious about, please ask. I don't necessarily know that I want to ask anything here. What is your thoughts about my situation then? Well, we got the shadows. I think I've asked about that and murder, etc. And yeah, we can talk about this now. When I spoke to Ravel, she said that the tattoos on my skin spoke of War of Fiends. Do you know what she meant about that? Well, a War of Fiends undoubtedly means the Blood War. You know, the Grey Waste, the plane where Ravel made her home, often finds itself the contested ground in that conflict. Perhaps whatever brought you to Ravel involved the Blood War.
Updated
What's your take on the Blood War? The conflict rages across the lower planes between Baator and Tanari. They fight over whatever evil should be lawful or chaotic. It is a war best avoided at all costs. Let the Tanari and Baator butt heads and leave the rest of the place in peace, or at least in relative peace. So yeah, what do you mean by relative peace? Well, the war is so large that more races get caught up in it against their wishes. Ignoring it often proves just as dangerous as participating. And what about human troops? Well, on occasion, yes. There are a number of human mercenaries that participate in the Blood War. They serve either as soldiers, fodder for the cannons, or food for the fiends. And indeed, how long has it been going on? And a very long time, I know that. So have you served in it? No, my mother did, however. Succubi generally attempt mortals to bring their spirits to the abyss to create more Tanari to die in the Blood War. So yeah, your mother. She was among the finest, seducing countless mortal men. She now dwells in the abyss, selling her children into slavery. Nice. So were you sold to slavery? For a time, I won my freedom in a contest of improvisation. It was a very long time ago. So yeah, who were you sold to? The Baator, apparently. I think she rather expected that they would kill me. Despite her knowledge of other subjects, she knows little of their culture. So indeed, she sold you to the sworn enemies of Tanaris. And yes, was there anything else you wish to know? Are you bothered by this, by the way? Oh no, not at all. Especially know this. The Blood War underlies most events on the plains. It is important to understand what it is and why it's taking place. Okay, fine. Here we go. Now we can ask about this. In Ravel's maze, you were tormented. How so? And now she turns a bit silent. And her eyes are a strange shade of azure. Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce that. A shady space of sadness and tears. Ravel sees much with her black brambled eyes, some things which are hidden to others' eyes, even things about their own natures. And sometimes the pain makes itself known. I've learned it is a difficult thing to turn on one's nature. Well, are you gonna be alright? And she smiles. Yes, you are kind to ask. The pain still makes itself known, but I came to terms with my nature many centuries ago. Very well. And I thank you for asking about my well-being. Your concern is not unwelcome. And not much more right now, I don't think. So it feels like... okay. Oh! Return to Cursed? Is that where we were going? I thought we were going somewhere else. Okay, so yeah, Trias. Would he be cursed then? Probably. Right, Planescape my Trias, who's called Trias the Betrayer, would know with the portal. Yes, we don't know that, but how the hell do we get back to Cursed? Bloody hell. What did I get? I didn't really get anything, did I? Nothing solid, really. Okay, well, Morte, what are you looking like right now? More dex, more constitution, more strength. Very, very nice. With that, I guess we just have to move on a bit. Because it doesn't feel like that whole regret thing. Maybe that is something that's gonna come later, possibly. Do I have spells left? Yes, I do. Throw a spell at the red Abishai. Oh, I need to be close apparently. Back up. Have these people attack it. Hopefully it will go for me. Like an idiot. Well, it did for a while. You can't pick up anything. You can. I have so many rings. I'm gonna be a rich man when I sell all of these. So yeah, we did not kill everything. Absolutely not. Ball of lightning over here. If you wouldn't mind. That did basically nothing. Cool. Cool. Very good. Right. Attack, attack, attack. The other one basically retreated. We're up at the... Okay, we're up at the starting point, so to speak. Do we have more than this one? There we go. It now attacks me, hopefully. So we get a lot of sort of free shots in. There we go. Cool.
Alright.
Anything else in here? No, seems dead, but are there any... No portals. No portals in here. No. Okay, and no dialogue. Sometimes you get a dialogue for the portals as well, but not on this occasion. I'm sort of thinking that maybe we get a dialogue that says, "Ooh, hey, there might be something here. You just need to cut yourself." But no, it would appear as if not. Let's go down. Oh, no. Those are just black, which is fine. Again, bloody hell. Are there traps here or not? I'm not understanding what the hell that is. Or is that just some environment thing, perhaps? Let's do some force missile. I haven't used this. Is this good? It's absolutely terrible. Or am I not done? I think I'm done.
Right.
Okay, let's back up and try that again. It did make a save. And even with... Wow, that does nothing. Well, at the very least... oh, no. You don't have to do that. At the very least, he's probably going for me. So again, we can just probably... Ow, there we go. Bit of a hit on me.
Done.
Yeah, magic... Oh, there's actually quite a lot of them. But I would like to see if... I mean, I do need to sort of explore the entirety here. Can I actually just trigger you? Hello. Okay, fine. Let's do a spell on you. An ice knife. There we go. You wanna come attack me? Oh, crap. Apparently did something to me. That's not what you were supposed to do. Okay. Kill.
Done.
Keep going. Oh, bloody hell, so many. Oh, here we go. He's walking towards me. Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Done.
So if I can just take them one by one, I'm gonna be actually quite happy. Because even though they aren't like... They're not that dangerous. They're still a little bit dangerous. I'm running out of spells though, at least. Bloody hell. Ice knife is not really working as I would like it to work. He is attacking me. Didn't even trigger here. There we go. No it triggers. Now he's gonna attack these though, so I'm gonna take some damage here, I believe, but not terribly much. Cool. Do I trigger this, by the way? Yes, I do. Bloody hell. God damn it. Okay, no exits here. no exit anywhere. And surely I've gone through the entire map now.
I hear your words.
By the way, let's just turn your
Alright.
trap detection up in case there are traps. Yeah, surely I've done everything now, which leads me to believe that the exit is sadly in here somehow. So, I'm gonna drop a save, first of all. I'm gonna see, can I rest? I cannot rest here. Right. Pillar of Skulls. Do I attack you? Is there anything? Can I see anything in here? Only the exit point here. Okay, well, let's have a bit of a look then. Do I kill you? Hello. You seem to have chilled out. Can I talk to you again? Hello. I have questions. Yeah, you seem to be chill now. I need to know how to leave this place. So what's your demand? The skull? No, not the skull. I can lose a little bit more health. It's fine. What else? And he wants to know about the fuel. What other thing do you have? I can't do that. I can't do that. Okay, fine. Step closer. Fall into darkness. Oh, I actually didn't. Wasn't this the thing that I... Okay, here we go. Leave this place and strike out directly westwards along the boulders that line the blasted veil. You shall eventually reach the veil's far edge. There, seek a place between the stones that make up the portal. Its key is obsidian, recently burnt by avenous fires. You shall find much of it around the portal. Place a shard of it in your mouth and bite down so that it cuts your tongue. This shall make your key. Aha. Forget it, Pillar. Goodbye. Leave quickly. Now they get a bit antsy again. Okay, we've actually got something here. Oh no, is this... Oh, please don't tell me that this actually repeats. Oh no. That's not good, because I'm gonna hurt. But where would this be then? Because what if I just run for it, basically, is what I'm thinking here. But he's saying run west along the boulders. Sort of thinking that it's here, but can't seem to be... Huh. Okay. Well, let's press tab a bit. Because I can't go here. Like, I can't exit this place anywhere. This is not a place of exit, although... Wasn't this, like, blocked a little while ago? You know what? I have a autosave now, I believe, and also the quick save before we went in here.
I'm gone.
What if I simply run? It's actually not exactly the same as before. These weren't here before. But yeah, there are gonna be like hundreds of Abishai again. Yeah, here they all are. Bloody hell. So what if we go here? Now. Now it's actually showing this symbol again. What am I supposed to do? I don't have to look this up, but it's probably gonna have to be that I do that, because I'm not seeing anything. I can't go, like, have I not seen everything? Yes, I have. Just a tiny little bit over here, but that cannot possibly it. There's just a little thing we can sort of go into there, but that also probably isn't it. I am not seeing what the game wants me to do. Did I get that in my journal by any chance? Nope, not at all. Huh. Okay. Well, we are sort of safe here. They actually do sort of give up after a while. So he's talking about obsidian. What am I missing here? There's a lot of obsidian. I guess that this would be obsidian what's lying on the ground. And westwards is obviously, and it felt like he meant along the boulders, which is supposedly here. I don't get it. Is it here? I mean, I don't get it. That's basically what's going on here. I don't get it. Where am I supposed to go? Where does the game want me to go? Okay, well, let's try and kill some of these, I suppose.
What?
Without dying ourselves.
Damn it.
Kill, kill, kill. At least we can get some more experience, I guess. And some more rings, which is nice. Yeah, we actually get... Oh, that guy is basically dead.
What's the word, Chief?
Cool. Do you have any spells left? You have... Aid. Which is not what I'm going for. Okay.
You see that?
I'm gonna kill this one, and I don't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna look up what the hell I'm supposed to do right now. Have I missed something?
Chief, nothing's worth it.
Probably
Let's
I
get
have.
out of here, okay?
So let's allow me to have a bit of a look. So, from what I've gathered, it's supposed to be down here, and the thing that might have had occurred here is that I actually didn't ask about this before. And since I hadn't asked, I didn't know. Now that I do know, I know that I'm supposed to go down here, so fair enough. Let's run. We can hopefully run past him without dying. And by us, I mean Dakon. He's very badly injured. Ooh, that's gonna be tight, but we're fine. Will there be a portal? There is absolutely... There we go. Oh, there is a portal. There's a cleft in the rocks here. It looks like you might be able to squeeze into it barely, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. You notice the ground here is littered with shards of obsidian, most likely caused by the occasional fireball you've seen strike through the air here, blasting into the great boulders to line this vein. So, let's indeed pick up a shard of obsidian, place it in my mouth, and bite so hard that it cuts your tongue. As a jagged bit of volcanic glass bites into your tongue, there is a strange tingling in your mouth. The area around the cleft in the rocks shimmers, and suddenly a portal is there. And we will immediately leave. Goodbye. And bloody hell, we're back. Are we back? Yes, we're back here. Okay. I'm not feeling too hot here, so I am actually going to try to avoid all of this. Because while they weren't impossible to kill, how am I getting out of here then? Okay. Well, we have the House of Fuel, I guess. Okay. Can we sort of skirt around these? Not really, no. Because I would like to... No, we actually can't go up here. Yeah, I do have the walkable on, so there's something down here. Let's go there. That seems like a possible way out, doesn't it? I think. Don't take that portal. Very bad portal. Might be another portal, though, now that I think about it. Is this the guy that was running from us before? I think it is. There is a lot of stuff here. Oh no, this is bad. I can't go into fuels, I guess. Might be able to sleep there. Because over here... It has to be down here, doesn't it? Has to be down here. How the hell do I get out of here, then? Okay, I guess we have to go talk to Fuel. Is everybody with us? I was about to say. Yes, oh, crap. No. Very bad, very bad. Dakon, get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of Dodge. I guess it's into fuels. And we'll see what happens. Can I rest immediately when I come in here? Yes, I can. Lovely. Fuel, do you have anything to say to me about how the hell to get out of here and back to Cursed? Hello, Fuel Forked Tongue.
So you've returned. And what did the pillar speak of?
Did it answer your insipid questions?
Yes, it did. I need to ask something about you now. How do I get out of this bloody crater?
Updated my journal.
Well, does this mean that you shall leave me to my solitude once again? Then I proclaim with as much delight as possible that the portal lies under the arse end of the creature's bones. It will return you to the groveling hovel downtown of Cursed, from whence you came, and I can think of few more befitting ways for you to travel. Okay, fine. So it is a portal, but at the end of it, so to speak. Okay, anything else? No, not really. I think I'm done.
Right.
So let's see if I cannot end this episode with actually leaving. Now that I've... Oh,
Something familiar about that one. No matter.
uh-huh. Hey! What was that about? What was that about?
What?
What is this? Tell me about Trias. Skulking through the shadow of light, contemptible, and I mean no harm to him and his treacherous lying, no respect for the law ways. He's a deceiver, mortal, and you should trust him in nothing. I mean this, of course, with all due charity and kindness, as he spits. His deception has cost me an eternity unless he should die. Uh-huh. So why are the Batisu chasing you? And they want to balance the books. My existence away from the site mars the perfection they seek to levy on the face of evil. Sure. Anything you would like to share with me? Nothing of value. Maybe a trifling charm, a trinket you might have, and if you're truly in need of them, then yes, you may have them otherwise. Well, I think I've got everything. Okay. Thrice damn you, you had best pray that the diva has eternity running through his veins, for if he has not, I shall see to it that you will pay me back in kind. But it will not be magic that I will respect in return. And erg. No, I meant no harm. I withdraw my poorly worded speech. I meant no harm. Hand what over? Okay. What would you like to see? No, I've already got everything, so that's fine.
Updated my
Here
journal.
we go. So why are you hiding here? Apparently I never asked this. Yes, I did. I already asked this. What update did I get from that? What update did I get from that? I already know. Bloody... The game sometimes is a bit weird with stuff like that. I already know that. I've asked him that question and got the exact same answer before, so... Don't know why my journal wasn't updated then. Right, we are out, so apparently the portal is not that portal, but a portal should be over here-ish. So let's walk over here. There we go, that's my portal. Let's get the hell out of here. And we are in Cursed. Gone. This is presumably, indeed, this one. Okay. Can I exit from here then? I don't think I can. At least not in a normal fashion, I guess. Okay, we have something new to look forward to in the next episode. Right, with that, I think it's safe to say that we found out some cool things from our companions again. Nice to know a little bit more about Morte. I trust him a little bit more, but we shall see for the future what he does, if he might be a little bit more straight with me. Let's hope that he actually has learned something from this experience. We shall see. For now though, this has been Ghostmet Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for bloody hell. Stop interrupting.
Have you spend some time at the brothel when we get back?
Oh, the gods are merciful.
There we go. Good. Got that out of your system, did you? Bloody hell. Right. For real this time. This has been Ghostmet Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.